Closure is one of the most meaningful and useful Gestalt terms for graphic designers. Closure occurs when an object is incomplete. If enough of the shape is indicated, the mind fills in the gaps and perceives the whole by filling in the missing information. This trick has been a mainstay in logo design for a number of years. Viewers are more intrigued by an image when they have to use their imagination to provide the whole design. Here's an example of closure. Most people understand that the images represented here are circle and square, even though that they are missing substantial parts of their information. The panda bear in the World Wildlife Fund logo is imagined by closing the black lines. The image is not complete. The bow tie on the Playboy bunny is implied only. Our mind closes the empty white lines on the IBM logo to read the letters. The peacock on the NBC logo is imagined on top of its feathers. And in the USA logo, the S is implied only, as negative space between the U and the A. One could say that the grid is also an example of a closure. The viewer fills in the vertical lines of the grid, connecting the lines here in the text boxes with the photos to fill in the vertical lines of the grid. Our brain takes the input of our senses and naturally arranges the parts into a whole, drawing the easiest conclusion from sometimes overwhelming data. We do this so instantly and naturally that we often forget that there may be more than one conclusion to draw. One could say that Gestalt psychology is the reason that visual design works, when it does. Closure is a constructive or generative aspect of perception, by which a conclusion is drawn by the viewer that contains more information than the image on which it is based. For instance, a triangle will be perceived in picture A, although no triangle has actually been drawn. In pictures B and D, the eye will recognize disparate shapes as belonging to a single shape. And in C, a complete three-dimensional shape is seen, where in actuality no such thing is drawn. This figure shows three black circles, with wedges cut out of them, and three black angles on a white background. Do you see the other two triangles? Which is on top, and what color is it? The white triangle in the center appears brighter than the white background and shows a contour, even in areas where there is no luminance change in the image. Never underestimate the power of closure. By inviting the viewer to draw her own conclusions, you attract her imagination and sustain her interest. Closure is a powerful tool in the hands of the savvy designer. Join me in the next movie as we explore a simple technique that you can use to unify your design and make your work communicate more effectively.